YouTube, I want to do an entire in-depth video just on turtle enclosures, specifically red-eared sliders. I know a lot of people see these little bitty, coin-sized baby hatchling red-eared sliders and they think, oh my gosh, this was so cute, this will be so cool, this will be such an easy pet. Well, newsflash, they're not easy. They're very expensive. They are not cheap. They're cheap to buy the animal and they're not cheap to maintain. Typically what happens is people end up just getting rid of their turtles because it's too much to take care of. They get too big. They get quite large. These guys aren't even full grown yet. And they're still pretty, it's really hard to tell just with my hand right there, but they're already pretty large. My male and my female, they're pretty happy in their 55-gallon enclosure. But guys, guess what? This 55-gallon enclosure is not going to be a sufficient amount of space for them whenever they are full grown. And especially these koi are going to get quite large. Eventually, I'm probably going to have to either A, get a pond, or B, have a 175-gallon aquarium in here. These guys will get twice the size that they are right now. They will get quite large. They need plenty of water. I see so many little 20-gallon aquariums with like a fourth of the water filled up, and it's just not enough space. Water is a big deal. They need a lot of water. The second thing that is very, very important is their basking spot. They need to both be, however many you have, they all need to be able to sufficiently fit on the basking spot and stay dry. I am about to build a basking platform. As you see, this is the basking platform that is most commonly sold at pet stores, and it freaking sucks. I do not like it. They get on it, it floats under the water, and they're still getting wet. They cannot completely both get on there. It's just not big enough. I've yet to find a commercial basking platform that is sufficient enough for even one adult red-eared slider. So my recommendation would be to build one, almost like a little pier for them to get onto. Another big, huge misconception about any kind of aquatic turtle is that they don't need as much filtration, or it's that they think that they need as much filtration as the fish. Well, guess what? You need biological and mechanical filtration. Biological filtration is the buildup of beneficial bacteria in your filter that biologically filters out a lot of the ammonia and nitrates and nitrites and all of that crap that gets into your water, because your turtles are disgusting. They are filthy. They put out so much crap into the water. And then even, when you add koi or anything like that, that's more crap that's getting into the water. So you really need to have a lot of filtration. I am running a canister filter on my enclosure. This is rated up to, I think it was 175 gallons. Really the best thing to have is 3 times amount the filtrate, gallons per hour, really, 3 times gallons per hour that is recommended for your aquarium. So I really need more filtration. So what I did was I went ahead and bought this Fluval internal filter. Fluval is a great brand. It is a little pricey, but that is all entitled with getting a red-eared slider. This is rated up to 90 gallons. So I have 2 that are already rated almost twice as much as what it's recommended. So that's a big deal. And this is also biological and mechanical filtration going on in here. Mainly biological filtration going on in here. This is my main source of biological filtration. This is more mechanical filtration with a little bit of biological filtration. Also, you want your water to be around 78 degrees, in between 78 and 82. So if you were living in a state where it gets below that in your house, or if you just have a household that you like it cold, and that's how you like it, well, you're gonna want a heater. Right now I have my heater unplugged because it is Texas, and it is in the middle of summer, and it is hot as hell. So I really do not need any more heat right now. The last thing that I really want to touch over enclosure wise, guys, if you don't have UVB, or if you don't have a basking spot, if you don't have both, you're doing it wrong. There are so many complications that come with not having either or. If you do not have UVB, they cannot process calcium, and they will get what is called metabolic bone disease or shell rot, which are both very bad for your turtle and can cause their shells to warp and even die. As far as the heating spot, which this is my heating bulb, which really, just like I said, I'm really disgusted with my basking platform. I will be building one in the next 2 days, and I'll show you guys that. But the heating, they're reptiles, they're cold-blooded, and they have to thermoregulate. And what that means is they need to be able to regulate their body temperature themselves. We can do that, but they cannot. We are mammals. They need to thermoregulate, which means if they get too cold, they need to be able to heat up, and if not, that's a problem. And if they get too hot, they need to be able to jump into that water. And if you don't have that, that is a big problem. But that's about it for this video. I really just wanted to seriously let people know how, advanced their setups need to be. This is not the most advanced setup in the world. It's sufficient for right now, except for the basking platform. But when they get larger, they will need about a 175-gallon tank. So, for those of you who are thinking about getting a red-eared slider or any kind of aquatic turtle species, really watch this video and really think about what all you're going to have to do before you get into the red-eared slider, whatever aquatic turtle species. Altogether, this has probably cost me $500. Altogether, filters, everything. That was a $200 canister filter right there, and that was a $100 internal filter. So that's $300 right there, just on filters, not even everything else. All right, guys. Well, my Niall wants to say hi. That's about it. I will do another video on feeding and cleaning and pretty much everything else, but I just wanted to touch base on enclosures for you guys. All right, see you guys next time.